A year ago, I did a video sharing my whole collection of Disney mouse ears, and since I do a yearly update video of my pin collection, I thought it would kind of be fun to do an annual update on my mouse ear collection. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna share all of the new mouse ears that I either got or made in 2020. I'll link to the video that I did last year if you want to see all of the other existing ears I have in my collection. I think when I filmed that video, I said I had just under 60 pairs. This year, I think I have about 28 new pairs of ears, and I have them divided into categories of official Disney ears, ears from small shops, and then handmade ears that I made for myself or for my small shop Confectionear Shop. According to Disney Food Blog, Disney released about 100 pairs of ears in 2020, which is definitely a lot, but I got very few of the official ears released in the Disney parks. I think by far the best designs that they came up with were the ones that are exclusive to Epcot World Showcase pavilions, such as these ears here. Unfortunately, those are some of the hardest ones to get. So you will not end up seeing a lot of new authentic Disney parks ears in this video, but I got some really awesome new small shop ears, which I'll link to all of those shops in the description. And then I made a lot of ears for myself. I tabulated overall, including all of the ear orders that I had. I made over 430 pairs of ears in 2020. So if things ever look like easy in my ear DIY videos, just keep in mind that I have done this hundreds and hundreds of times. But let's go on into my updated mouse ear collection. This pair is the only regular Disney Parks pair of ears I got throughout the whole year, and it is the Disneyland Marquee ears. So the marquee there is in super shiny glitter. It's got some lovely sequins on it, and then on the side it reads "The happiest place on earth." The only pair of Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction ears I got was the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad pair, which I was super lucky to actually get through Merch Pass, and it was by far my favorite release out of the whole series. It has such a super fun, big, puffy bow. I love the clear sequins over this beautiful southwestern background, and then the headband is kind of like a faux denim with a little kind of golden train on it there. This pair is super unique, and it is exclusive to Shanghai Disneyland. This was part of their kind of like Roaring 20s jazz line that they came out with. It's got a lovely sequin puppy bow with feather and some jewel adornments. And what I love is it has this little like built-in headband piece. So super unique. This is definitely a statement piece of ears. I sort of showed this pair of ears in my video last year because I had these on the way, but I did not yet have them in hand, and they are the Disney Parks Loungefly Pixar Luxo Ball ears. So these have a really nice faux leather headband with a little Loungefly plaque on it and a little embroidered lamp on the side. The ears themselves are super pretty sequins, and then this is the wonderful, super comfortable Loungefly headband. All of the other official Disney ears I have are Loungefly exclusives. This first pair of ears is kind of made to look like faux balloons. It has like really fun little stylized lines. It is kind of made out of like a vinyl material. The ears themselves and the bow are definitely on the smaller side, but they're like a very cute classic pair. And these, like all the Loungefly ears, have a little embroidered Loungefly on the side, but a really comfortable pair to wear. The next pair of Loungefly ears I have are the Pin Trader ears. Pin Trader ears in quotation marks, because if you saw my review of these, you know that a pin cannot fit on here. The posts are not long enough for you to be able to put a back on it and for it to stay on securely. But regardless of the fact, I just think they're a super cute pair of ears. And again, nice embroidered Loungefly and just such a comfortable headband. I then have an all-over print pair of Halloween ears. I love that they started releasing these all-over print ears to match the actual Loungefly backpacks. This has a super cute Minnie and Mickey Halloween design on it with a kind of like faux velvet bow, super vibrant orange lining inside, and then an orange embroidered Loungefly on the side. To kind of match that, I have the Christmas Cookies Loungefly all-over print pair of ears. Same exact kind of make and design as the other one. This one has a reddish faux velvet bow on it. You can see the cookie designs on this are actually quite large, so every ear will look very different depending on what kind of placement you get on it. So that's kind of the unique part of these Loungefly ears, but lovely red lining and then the Loungefly embroidered there. And the thing that I also really like with these ears is that this has a clear tag on it. That is a nice size, so if you do want to keep it, this is very easy to actually tuck inside and you won't see it. Hence the reason why I actually haven't cut those tags off of these ears. Now we're moving on to small shop pairs of ears, and the next two pairs of ears I just got in, and they are both from Aloha Ears Design. Now these ears are 3D printed ears and they come interchangeable, but they are Velcro interchangeable, which I don't like, so I permanently attach them to my own headband, and this is my own bow. But I mean, look at how absolutely gorgeous these ears are. It is a 3D printed Sleeping Beauty castle with all the fireworks in the background. You can see this ear even has a little Tinkerbell there. I love that these are like true, actual, full 3D printed ears. And then the backs are also super pretty because you can see those fireworks coming through. I love the kind of clear filament they use. So we have the happiest place on earth. So overall, I think these ears are just absolutely stunning, and I especially love ears that have the Disneyland castle on it. This next pair of ears from Aloha Ears Design has to be probably my favorite small shop pair of ears ever. This again, I permanently attached to my own headband, and it is a Vanellope Sugar Rush Wreck-It Ralph inspired pair of ears with a crown. There is so much beautiful detail to see on these pairs of ears. This is just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous 3D printing and design. So you can see the ears themselves, they're made to look like little wrapped candies. Again, it's that really cool kind of clear, transparent filament there. And then each candy has kind of like a different Wreck-It Ralph inspired symbol. And then look at how absolutely gorgeous this crown is. This red filament is like kind of translucent and has some glitter in it. It looks absolutely gorgeous. There's all these little hidden Mickeys made out of candies there. Like, this is just absolutely beyond gorgeous. And then on the back here, you can see kind of like how it's 3D printed to make them look like these actual candies. I am just so beyond obsessed with this pair of ears. With a crown, they are just to die for. So the next two pair of ears are from Earsula Designs, and same thing as the previous, these were Velcro interchangeable ears that I permanently attached to my own headband and that I added my own bow to. And this pair, it has Wally and Eve on it. I love the really sparkly blue filament for the sky. I did actually paint Wally yellow. He kind of came a little gold, but I think this is so sweet having Wally and Eve together, making a little heart, and there's the axiom in the background. And I think even from the back, they look super pretty. I love how kind of like translucent and glittery the sky is. Then this next pair from Earsula Designs is themed to Emperor's New Groove, and it's an Yzma and Kronk pair of ears. So this bow is my own that I added, and then I also added an actual Disney pin. I had an extra of this Kronk hidden Mickey, which I thought worked perfectly, but we have an Yzma silhouette on one ear, and on the front it says, "Pull the lever, Kronk." And then if you flip it to the back of the ears, you have a silhouette of Kronk, and there it says, "Wrong lever." So I was very happy to finally get an actual Emperor's New Groove themed pair of ears, which is super cool. These next ears are from Happiest Place on Ears, and they're probably some of the most unique 3D printed ears that you'll ever see because they're made to look like a stained glass. So all the black is 3D printed, and then it's like this kind of translucent film there. And on my pair of ears, I have Max and Powerline. I have no light shining from behind, but they look super pretty illuminated, and they're really interesting interchangeable. They kind of slide in and out, so that's a very unique system. But I thought this was such a cool pair of Goofy Movie ears. Then this is my last pair of small shop ears, and these are by Magic Alley Shop, and it is a super cute pair of Mickey Pumpkin ears. So you have a really nice, sweet, simple design of the Mickey Pumpkin, a little black burlap bow there, and then on the back we have some extra designs. On both of the ears say "Boo to You." So I thought this looked much better than the kind of Mickey Pumpkin ears they came out with at Disney parks, and so perfect for Halloween. Alright, so now we're going to move on to just all of my regular handmade DIY pair of ears that I don't offer in my shop. This is a pair that I literally made myself yesterday because I've had this fabric for so long and I really wanted to make some ears out of it. It's got this super pretty metallic blue foil on it. Now, this was a bow that I had pre-made in my stash that I put on, but I feel like maybe something white would look better. I also kind of like want to put something in the center of the bow to embellish it. But this is just a super standard pair of ears that I just really wanted to make because I love this fabric. This was another pair that I made for myself just to have because I had some of this Sherpa fabric on hand, and I think these Sherpa style ears look so cute. These are super, super fluffy and soft. I had to hand sew these entirely, like no sewing machine, because my sewing machine just could not handle this fabric. but then I added a little kind of plaid red bow with some snowflakes on it, and it's this wintry cute. This is a holographic pair of ears. I made these as kind of a test run using a no-sew technique. They look fantastic in this lighting. You can see how beautifully sparkly and hollow they are. This was also a test to use kind of some of the extra Space Mountain mesh tubing to decorate the sides of the ears. These ears were the reason why I made that last prototype test run. These are my DIY no-sew Baby Yoda mouse ears. So these are made with a custom printed fabric. I have a whole video tutorial on how to make these. I love my little baby Grogu. And then on the back I have this kind of silver and black metallic fabric to kind of represent Mando. So I love how super unique and customized these are. So the rest of all these ears are from my ear tutorial videos, which I'll go ahead and link all of my ear tutorial videos in the description below for everything I've shown. And these are my DIY pin trading ears. So these ears are made out of foam that the Crack and Trade pin books use. So you can actually stick pins into both sides of the ears. I decorated the edges with these really cool foam beads, kind of got a polka dot look to them. So you can use these as actual fully functional pin trading ears. Then I have my face mask ear DIYs that I just recently did. So this was my no-sew pair using the Halloween face masks. I love the pumpkin print, and then on the back it's got some purple spider webs. Then we have the buffalo plaid mask that I did a Sherpa bow with. I am so obsessed with how these came out. These masks make such good ear fabric. And then on the back is just a super simple black velour fabric to them there. And then the last pair of mask ear DIYs I did was using this really cute gingerbread kind of like cookie fabric. And then on the back of these I have some green plaid fabric. So super cute for Christmas. Then I have my Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction ear DIYs. I did do a DIY of the January Space Mountain ones, but those I ended up giving away. So the pairs that I do have are the Enchanted Tiki Room pair of ear DIYs. This was definitely a challenge to figure out how to DIY. All of this is custom printed fabric. Super fun and challenging. I think I would probably like them a lot better without the feathers, especially because they're so different than how the original ones look. But I was really proud that I was able to come up with how to DIY them. And then we have my most recent Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction DIY from the December Grand Finale fireworks. So these are all hand painted. Kind of like really simple and fun to do because you don't have to like super specifically follow a design, a nice sequin bow, and then some rhinestone gems on the castle. Then I have two pair of ears that I did for my Disney designer ears DIY. This first pair here is the Ahsoka Tano ears. These ended up being a super popular DIY. I got a lot of people messaging that they wanted to make these. These were another all over hand painted set of ears. Took me forever to make a template for that bow, but I think they look really cool and super close to the original pair. Then we have the set of Bobble Bar ears that I just did for that DIY. So it's such a simple DIY, just kind of like gluing rhinestones onto the ears, but I think it comes out and looks so great. And this is all over black velour fabric, which I think really elevates it and makes the ears look super professional. Then last pair of DIY ears was for the Disney Versus DIY of their kind of orange corduroy fall ears. These again, just super simple, plain basic ears, but I made this as a way to show my full kind of in-depth technique of how I make a base pair of ears. And lastly, we move on to everything new that I have made for my ear shop, Confectionear Shop. So I do not own all of the ears that I offer for my shop, but these are all the new ones that I've made for myself this year. And this first pair is Mickey Premium Bar ears. So on the side, it looks like somebody's taken a big bite out. You kind of got some little ice cream drips there. And I paired that with a white and red striped bow. Then we have my Rice Krispie ears. These I was super pleased that I finally figured out how to make them. So the Rice Krispie fabric is again custom printed, some faux nonpareil sprinkles on them. You can tell that these are my very original prototype because they're not super finished. They don't look the best. Once I have more free time, I'll make myself an actual full legit pair of these. I did quite a number of Rice Krispie treat ear designs. So these from the front don't necessarily look like Rice Krispie treats, but on the back they have the full Rice Krispie treat fabric and they're designed to look like the donut peanut butter Mickey Rice Krispie treat that they had at the parks. Then I made some waffle ears, which I decided to finally do because I had this fabric on hand for so long, and I'm like, let me use it and actually make something. So I found a design for waffles that I really like. On these I have a little pad of half melted butter, some maple syrup, and then we got a little cute strawberry in the bow. Then I also made a dessert pair of waffle ears, same type of deal, but instead we have a little bit of whipped cream there, and then some kind of like hot fudge chocolate sauce topped with sprinkles and a whole bunch of sprinkles on the bow. Then I made a few new Halloween pairs of ears. This one is a Halloween cinnamon bun. I did this after the cinnamon buns that they offered in the parks this year, so this is my full kind of faux realistic cinnamon bun with some fabric paint icing, the purple spider web for the bow, and then a cute little Mickey pumpkin. Then we got some more Rice Krispie designs. So this one I did as Halloween Rice Krispie ears. So we have some purple chocolate with some Halloween colored nonpareil sprinkles on it. Then this pair here is a Halloween witch mini Rice Krispie. So these are decorated to look like one of the treats that they had in the parks, and then the backs you can see are the full Rice Krispie design. So this was something where as soon as I saw the treat in the parks, I knew I had to make a pair of ears to match. And then the very last pair of ears I have are my Christmas Rice Krispie treat ears. Same exact deal as the ones before. These are designed with the colors to go after the kind of pre-packaged Rice Krispie treats they sell. So we got a little green and red and a green and red plaid bow. So those were all of the new mouse ears that I got in 2020. Again, a lot of them handmade by myself. Also, again, all of the small shop ears that I got are 3D printed ears. Those are typically always the type of small shop ears that I buy, since that is a type of ear that I can't make myself. But let me know what some of your favorite ear small shops are. And also let me know if you had like a favorite pair of mouse ears that Disney released this past year. I'm wearing my favorite pair of official authentic Disney mouse ears. These are exclusive to Shanghai Disneyland, but they're super similar to a pair that Disneyland has. So nothing new from this year, but probably my all-time favorite. But hopefully you enjoyed seeing all these ears, and thanks for watching.